Oh, wrong button.
Right! Hello! Welcome, Assassin Sunday. Dan here. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Good. Right. You're on share play for like an hour, so in theory you should be in control of the game. Are you? It doesn't look like it. So I'm just...
No.
But you can see it.
Yes,
Can
and
you
I'm
see it? Can you hear it?
gonna need to turn it up, but I will probably be able to hear it in a sec.
That's fine. Session. Enter name. Okay, why not? Okay, apparently you can play.
My name is Desmond Miles, and I'm a prisoner of war.
I
A
can.
war I never
need
knew existed, waged by two groups I never thought were real. Templars and Assassins. The Animus showed me the truth. The things I've seen, the things I've been. 1,000 years of history flowing through my veins, brought to life by this machine. They're using me to search for something. Call it the Apple. It's an artifact, one of many so-called pieces of Eden. The Templars collect them. It's how they stay in power. And if the Templars get their hands on another one, everything will change.
I
They want to
can
make us all their
hear it
slaves.
on my TV.
When they
quite
first brought me
easily.
here, I was afraid of what would happen if I tried to fight back. Now? Now I'm afraid of what will happen if I don't.
Oh, I turned it up when
But I can't do it alone. And maybe I don't have to. I met someone. Her name is Lucy.
How about now? Is that better?
I think she's on my side.
I can hear
She's
Dan
gone
much
now.
louder than Oliver.
She's taken away by that bastard Warren Vidic and his
That was
Templar
weird. I can't
masters.
say I'd heard that.
I don't know what will happen to her. Or what'll
Yeah,
happen to me.
it's a rare moment where
All I
I'm.
know is I need to get
It's
out
a
of
rare
here.
moment where I'm louder than
I
Ollie.
need to do it soon.
Yeah, yeah. If
My
I
name is
turn
Desmond
my
Miles.
mic up a bit.
And this is my story.
How about now? Oh, that's peaking. Okay, that better? Ah, Dan, you are playing.
Yes. It's
Let's
like,
go.
Lucy, where have you been? Why did they...
Now.
well, she's got blood on her shirt, so evidently violence has occurred.
Yes.
Get in.
What's with the blood? Are you okay?
But his voice sounds
We have
slightly
maybe
robotic.
10 minutes,
I-
maybe,
it doesn't
before
to
they
me.
figure out what I've done. If we're not out of here and on the road before then.
Wait, we're leaving?
Desmond, I promise I'll answer all of your questions later. But right now, I need you to just shut up and do what I say. So please, get in the Animus.
All right.
Listen to the scary lady covered in blood.
But everything else is good now. Ah, okay. Like, for the first time ever, the capture card wasn't transmitting sound and I couldn't hear anything. And I had to figure out why that was.
There was definitely a jump between the first and second one, wasn't there?
Yeah. Oh, I think we might be able to engage subtitles in this one. Maybe there's a slight echo for Dan.
Possibly. There's should all be the same settings as before.
Di nuovo.
Sì, sì, brava.
That was an unusual jump.
From in the Animus to childbirth.
Oh, my love. Mi dispiace. I was at the bank when they told me. Did I miss it? Am I too late?
He's not yelling.
Giovanni.
My love.
I apologise in advance if any accidental, terrible Italian accents occur.
Sei
Yep.
un combattente. Perciò, combatti.
That was a fully formed and dressed as... Seb says... I half expected him to come out as a fully formed and dressed assassin. So you're now Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Listen to him.
Yeah.
A fine set of lungs.
And And what shall we call him, my love?
Ezio. Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Yeah, we are very much the Ezio of the long name. It's amazing that Desmond has a genetic memory
Yeah, well,
of
good.
a third-person
There isn't time,
perspective of
Desmond.
Ezio.
We have to leave.
Dan is very loud. Well, that's a refreshing change of pace. I don't know what you've done to make your mic pick you up better, Dan, but it worked.
I don't know, I just
Come on,
have it
Desmond.
basically in my face as I normally do.
Really getting out of here, huh?
Yeah, 'cause
Sturgo's got
Dan's
some
voice
fucked up
sounds slightly
interior
robotic to you.
Stay close.
Hey! You're not supposed to be up here! Open this door! I'm calling it in!
We have a breach in the research wing. I repeat, there's been a breach in the research
Oh,
wing.
that may be because I
Backup of
turned
all
up
available
the
security
output thing on
personnel.
Discord.
Subjects appear to be
Jesse.
There they are! Don't let them
It
get away!
does say exterminate.
Exterminate.
Holy shit!
Or as it was in one episode, exterminating, exterminating.
Open this door, fingers phase through glass.
Yeah. You'd think this would be a much more secure facility than just
I rigged
4
the
security
controls for
guards.
Seb
How
says,
do you
would
think
you
I
care
managed to
for
hide
some
all your
tea?
nighttime snooping from Abstergo?
You're
Welcome to my Dalek poetry reading. This one is called Daffodils. Exterminate daffodils. I'm just gonna have a quick look to.
Oh, it says you can't play due to a restricted scene.
Yeah, what I was going to do was see if I could get the subtitles up.
Oh, well, I'll see if I can do that then.
Yeah.
General. Oh, subtitles display on. There we go. Alright. Apparently you can't even pause the game.
Well, I can pause it, I just can't unpause it.
Yes, which is...
Alright.
We need to get to that elevator on the other side of the room. Follow my lead.
Did anything
But
of
keep an eye out
consequence
for
ever happen
security.
to do with the
I'd rather
multicolored
avoid a
Daleks
fight.
from that episode that ran away? Not that I remember. Did you watch the last video I sent you on? No, I've not got round to it yet. I did see the message though. It is an interesting concept.
Yeah, the
Something-
multicolored Daleks from the World War II episode founded the Parliament of Daleks.
Oh,
a
Dan,
lot of-
perhaps you know about this. It was about a sect of Jedi called the Sixth Line or something.
Ah, yes, the Sixth Line.
How many of them are there?
There is only obedience, I believe, is part of it.
That doesn't sound very... I mean, it both does and doesn't sound very
What do you
Jedi.
think, Lucy?
Their
What do they
purpose
do?
is predominantly to hunt down the dark side wherever it is. Well, actually, they're essentially Jedi Black Ops.
Really?
Yeah, but they
I thought
get
this card would work.
near enough wiped out by
Wait,
Spirit of Tenebrae before we beat Valkorion on Zyos.
Oh.
shit.
Eaglefish.
Come on.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Let's go.
I've advanced part Isu, that's how.
Yeah.
It's always something.
What was that in the
here-
animus?
here-
Subject
Seb
60?
says, so they're the Ombu Black Ops from Naruto, but in Star Wars. Essentially, it sounds like that.
That's why we need to get out of here. Vidic and the Templars, they're only part of the problem.
What do you
And
mean?
I'll explain when we get there.
Get where?
it doesn't go well for them when they decide to try and sort of almost purge Zyos of the Emperor's influence, given they become his chief sort of.
Well, that sounds. They sound an awful lot like they deal in absolutes, and you know what it's said about people who do that.
Yeah. Only a Sith. Which makes some sense because they become sort of like the host to Tenebrae, who takes over the entire planet, particularly them. In fact, he pretty much starts off with the Sixth Line, and then goes to, you know, the easier to control base humans.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to show you the comments aside from you having like Twitch open on your computer or something. But Seb says, interacts with technology. How did you do that? I don't know. Relatable moment. That's me with computers. That was me with this capture card trying to fix it.
That's me with computers as well.
That's why Obi-Wan
You're joking.
It's for your own
a
protection.
WKD blue in Attack of the Clones. He doesn't deal with absolutes.
Yeah. So many puns, so little time.
It's nice to actually be able to let you play the game a bit. Instead of just making you watch me flail about.
Yes, we will see how long that we manage to keep it going. We must also remember, only assist deals in absolutes.
Indeed.
Thanks for that. It was great. Shoving the trunk, bouncing around. Loved
This
it.
way.
So, gonna tell me
The
what's
sixth
going on
line
now?
went
There
extinct
was a
before,
reason for the escape,
about 4,000 years
They
before
need your help.
For
Battle
what?
of
Another
Yavin,
treasure hunt
the
through
best
time?
part, so...
Abstergo's gonna replace their apple
Yeah.
of Eden. The map your ancestor
The Battle
found
of Yavin
guarantees
is a
it.
weird
The
point
other
of
assassins,
zero.
They'll do what they
I've always
can,
thought so.
where they can, but
Like,
Why?
I mean, in universe, I mean,
we're
because
losing this war, Desmond.
Yeah,
it makes sense to
Templars are
us
too
because that was the
powerful.
first Star
And
Wars.
every
film.
day, more of us die.
but within
I
universe
still
it
don't
doesn't
see how
make
I
any
fit
sense
into
whatsoever.
We're going to
No,
train
Because
like-
you're in Battle of
Turn you
Endor
into one
or
of us.
the
What?
Galactic Concordance.
No, you've seen me in
BFE,
action.
Before the Fall of
I'm
the
no good at
Empire,
this,
that
and even
I
if
would
was,
get.
it would take months,
Or-
years even.
No, not with the Animus. Not with the bleeding effect.
But I'm just one guy.
Sometimes, that's all you need.
Well,
So that's why you found him.
I thought that was
My
one of the
ancestor.
many facets of their
What was his name?
downfall.
Ezio?
if you
Because
can
you always
follow
thought the
in his
Jedi and their
footsteps,
inability
you'll
to
learn
acknowledge
everything
feelings
he
were to
did,
blame for their
just like
destruction.
he did.
It was like,
Years of training.
I think it
absorbed
would
in
have
a matter
helped
of
them
days.
keep Anakin
You
on
broke me
side
out
in
of
that
Abstergo and brought me
situation.
here just to make me
If
an
they could,
assassin?
you know, give him some therapy.
Look, there's more to it than that, but it'll have to wait.
And
Trust me,
also their
okay?
rigid adherence to dogma that
All
none
right,
of them actually
I'm in.
questioned
Tell me
didn't
what
help.
you need.
Yeah.
Really? You're sure?
I thought you'd be happy about this.
It'd be like
Sorry,
if we
I'm
started
just
over
a
with
little
years when
surprised.
Stalingrad or
I spent the
D-Day
whole ride
happened.
over
Yeah.
here figuring out how I was going to convince you to do this.
Save
Like,
it.
it makes sense to
Look what
us
those Templar bastards
because
put me through.
that's the
I'm
first
ready,
film, but
willing,
in
able.
universe it's a bit weird.
Thank you.
Yeah, because, as I say, Battle of Endor, the signing of the Galactic Concordance in canon.
Yeah. It wasn't
Lucy,
even the end of that
you
war,
made
just
it.
a significant victory.
God, it's been so long. 7 years. Can you believe it?
Indeed. Welcome back. Ah, so this must be the infamous Subject 17.
Oh
Desmond
dear,
Miles,
British
was it?
McBritish has
Who are
turned
you?
up.
I'm sorry, where are
Yeah.
my manners? I'm Sean Hastings. This is Rebecca Crane.
Nice to meet you, Desmond.
Right, well, it's been lovely chatting, but if you don't mind, Desmond, it's best we get straight to work. Time is precious. Doubly so these days.
We've got everything set up and ready, Lucy. Just say the word and we'll get going.
Here, I brought you something. A parting gift from Abstergo.
Whoa!
Does
The
this look
memory
worse
core.
than the last one?
This is amazing. With their data,
We,
things are
we
going
get
a
a
lot
much
faster.
closer look at
I'll
their
get to work on
faces
merging
in
the
this
code.
one,
Yeah,
which I wouldn't necessarily say it's an improvement.
yeah. He sounds like he can't decide if he's doing a Ricky Gervais or Benedict Cumberbatch impression. I agree.
Okay, where do I need to go now?
Um,
Hey, Desmond. What's up?
Just wondering what your role is in all this.
I take care of Baby. It's my job to keep her up and running.
Baby? You mean the Animus?
Actually, I prefer Animus 2.0, since Baby's twice as awesome as anything you'll find at Abstergo. The Templars might have deeper pockets than us, but they've got no ambition, no passion, no competitive edge. That's why, even with all their resources, anything they can do, I can do better. Faster, too. Anyway, take a seat when you're ready, and we can get started. I just need to make a few more adjustments.
I'll admit, this Animus looks more comfortable.
yeah. It looks like an actual chair, not a torture bed.
Yes.
Hey, listen. I just wanted to say thank you. And, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know, before.
Was the Animus based on the
Everything at
Mangus?
Abstergo. It was just I wasn't ready.
It's okay.
But,
No.
Lucy
Going through
really
all
should have
that,
had time to change her
knowing that the
shirt by
Templars still
now.
exist, what they're planning.
What's done is done, Desmond. You're here now.
Also,
and that's
Desmond
what
seems to
matters.
have acquired a scar across his left chin since we walked into this room.
Yeah, I mean, either he heals really fast or there's been a problem.
What's all this stuff for?
This stuff, Desmond. Oh, this stuff is nothing special, really, this stuff. It's just the stuff that keeps our entire operation from falling apart, really. It requires a great deal of concentration to keep it all moving, so you'll forgive me if I don't have time to play meet and greet.
Sean's in charge of maintaining our knowledge archives. It's like a digital library. He'll be riding shotgun with me while you're in the Animus. So if you come across anything of note, people, places, events,
He's a
etc.,
sitcom character,
he'll
she
create
only owns one
database
pair of
entries you can
toys.
consult for additional information.
Exactly, said if Ricky
Yeah, it's
Gervais
not
was
just
cute.
databases, though. I also provide tactical support for the other assassins. You know, Desmond, the ones who are out there, actually doing stuff, risking their lives, little things like that.
The dogma lasted for 1,000 years because for that time they remained largely unchallenged.
And then the first time they try to deal with an actually competent Sith Lord, they get near enough annihilated apart from their leader.
So how does this work? Of course.
Deep breath.
Ah! Oh, where are
Anyone
you, a
can
tiny
hold
child?
on to power
Sean?
of running unopposed. Well, that's
Here
the
we
thing,
go.
actually, James. This belt shoots poison darts. Good, innit? Don't want to fiddle with that in a public place, do you?
Oh dear.
Was GoldenEye Desmond Llewellyn's last film as cute? Because if
He
it
said
was,
about-
I'm gonna miss him.
Did he say about making it always have an escape plan and hand over to John Cleese?
No, he's cute for the next two. Oh, I think the next two. Oh, good. Because I like Desmond Llewellyn.
Yeah.
Don't touch that. That's my lunch.
Yeah. No, I think his last line is sort of, if there's one thing I've taught you, Bond, I hope it's this. Always have an escape plan.
Yeah.
And then he goes down on the left in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Insieme per la vittoria! Insieme! Silenzio, my friends! Silenzio! Grazie. Do you know what brings us here tonight? Honor. Viere de Pazzi slanders my family's name and forces his own miseries upon us. If we... Enough of your nonsense, Grullo!
Oh my god, it's
We were just
Renaissance
talking about
West
you.
Side Story.
I'm surprised to see
Yes,
you here.
but there's going to be some aggressive clicking in a moment.
Others to do their dirty work.
It's your family that cries for guards when there's trouble, Cotardo.
Was the fact
Afraid to
that-
handle things yourself.
Your sister seemed quite satisfied with the handling I gave her earlier.
Oh!
Uccidetelo!
Mother.
Boys will be boys.
Fight Pierre de...
Yeah.
I was worried you might not actually be able to accept the objective just now. Does your mum go levitates rock in retaliation?
It explains where he got the scar, which Desmond suddenly has.
Yeah. Apparently scars are hereditary.
Across 600 years.
Hey! Behind you! Federico!
I think that was my wireless controller that just disconnected because I wasn't using it.
brother had finally learned how to fight. And? You have style. But endurance is what counts. Let's see how many of them you can
I
ruin.
can't
before they
wait to
get
play
invested.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Euros and have to communicate with people from multiple countries. Ah.
In America.
Oh yeah, I don't know if Seb mentioned to you he's going to be competing at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Euros.
Oh, very cool.
Fall back!
I did not take as many of them out as I had hoped,
Rollers
but
won this.
very cool, Sam. I hope it goes well.
Just a scratch.
English is the mandated TCG
not
language,
necessary.
but things are
Besides,
bound to
there's
be
no
lost in
money for this
translation in a
doctor
game
of
this
yours.
complicated. Yeah.
Wasted it on women and wine, huh?
I hardly call it wasted. Give me some florins then.
You
Well,
should see
put
what
down the same.
the interactions are like in Magic sometimes. It's just all like,
in their pockets.
you think it's complicated, you have no idea some of the things that happen in Magic. Oh, good.
Oh right, no, I've got to make sure my controller
I can't
stays
actually,
connected.
I had to look at objectives and I can't actually, yeah. Yeah, that is sort of like, it
Okay.
was sort of check the objectives and then, okay, it's not responding to my controls.
Okay. For some reason, I'm gonna have to hand over control to you again. For some reason.
Yeah.
Where is the? No, that's not what
Technology.
It says the visitor can play now, but you're not. Okay. I'm gonna try. I might have to try ending and recommencing the share play.
Goody.
Change play mode. Change play mode. Visitor plays as you. Okay, you should be able to move now. Can you?
Nothing's happening.
Maybe this just isn't a compatible scene, I don't know. We'll see what happens after.
Yeah.
Or, no, I'll try, because we're about halfway through the time period anyway, of share play. You got, like, well, you have 37 minutes left on it, apparently. So if I stop the share play and then start again, let's try that. Thanks, it's in Antwerp, ought to be a good weekend. Commence people. It's also the only weekend Dragon Ball Super Superhero is showing in theatres.
Ah.
That I know of. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you accepted the invite?
Got start share plays. What is share play? Okay. So you go to party screen.
Share play options.
Yeah, okay, now it's enemy join.
Okay. Commence pick.
Lonely connecting.
Ah, okay, there we go.
Excellent.
And I will plug the controller in a bit to make sure it doesn't disconnect again, because I think that was what confused the software.
And now we are robbing the supposedly dead blind. They seem to be doing a lot of moving for a dead body.
I think they're just unconscious.
Yeah, but if you look at the hint, hold circle while standing over a dead body to loot it.
Yeah.
They're also doing a lot of moving for being unconscious.
Va bene. That should be enough. Let's get out of here before the guards arrive.
I was looting.
robbing them blind, and he gets to be an assassin. What a sick joke. That's a Better Call Saul reference.
You still have stuff in your pockets. That's a fair amount in your pockets.
Hurry, Ezio. The sooner we're done with the doctor, the sooner we can sleep.
Let's see the other guy. Okay, I've got to follow this man to the doctor. Away we go. With dodgy controls. Ah, not quite what I intended to do, but oh well.
Well, once it's cool enough to pay attention to anything, want to watch Alchemy.
Come on, baby brother. You
Maybe.
can do it.
Don't hold me to that.
Ah.
El
Excuse me,
Camino, the Breaking Bad spin-off where Jesse Pinkman gets a clone army made of himself.
I am not quite so good at the free running in this game as I am in some of the others.
It is, like, it's a little
Awkward.
more limited, isn't it? I'm told.
And also it doesn't just seem to like what I'm doing.
Ben trovato, Doctor.
Fratelli Auditori, why am I not surprised? You've made quite a mess of yourself, young man.
It's nothing, really.
You must help him. That pretty face is his only asset.
Fuck it.
Clones,
Love
yeah,
that
baby.
like doctor.
Now get out of here.
Grazie.
This way.
If there's a Martin, yeah,
Why the
if there
knife?
is a Martin Clunes fan
Indeed.
club, they should call
We wish
themselves
they
the
were all
Clune
as much
Army.
fun. Oh, wait.
They
are.
We should head home, Ezio. Father's sure to be wondering where we've gone.
Yes. I'd rather avoid a lecture.
Up for a little race, then?
To where?
Roof of that church.
Oh yes, that's sure to keep your father from lecturing you climbing the local church.
Yeah.
Uno, due, tre.
Oh yeah,
Baby brother still has much to learn.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Come on, Tartaruga.
Oh, I meant to win the race, but I'm not even sure the way there.
He seems to climb faster than Altair did.
Yeah, but I've also gone completely the wrong way, it seems.
Desynchronized
Okay.
race loss. Jack says, "You're losing, Dan." Yeah, thanks for... Yes, thank you, Jack. If he gets killed, you'll be sure to point it out, won't you?
They're firing,
Baby
sir,
brother
they're
still has
firing.
much to learn.
Yes, thank you, Lieutenant.
Be sure to point out that they hit me.
Come on, Tartaruga.
Okay, you got this.
No, I'm still behind him.
Okay, but you bloody nearly did it that time.
Yeah, because actually knew how on earth I was meant to get there.
Yeah. so
Baby brother still has much to learn.
It doesn't help that when it refreshes, he's halfway up. He's halfway there already.
yeah. I think you're gonna have to. Oh! No, you.
Gone the wrong way. Yeah.
Yeah, cut corners, find a shortcut. You did it that time. You got.
Yeah, I got up to him, but it then continued a different way.
Yeah. Dan, did you just jump from the building because you lost? Oh, let's see. I was a very dramatic person.
Baby brother still has much to learn.
I mean, I'm about to go on the murder fest because my family's killed. I mean, how much more dramatic do you need me to be?
Hey.
Only took an embarrassing number of times.
You'll see.
So, and this is before Ezio even knows about the assassins. He's learned parkour incidentally.
Yeah.
It is a good life we lead, brother.
At best, they never change.
And
So
they
of course
never
it's all going to go
change.
horribly wrong now, because we said it's a good life and we're asking it not to change.
May it never change. It was about to change.
It's a good life we lead, narrator. It was about to end and become very, very bad.
All right. Enough of that. We really should head home. Let's go.
Wait,
What? Ezio, let Christina sleep.
there will be time enough for that. Later.
Ah,
Everything from this point changed. May it never change. It was about to change forever.
So this booty call might be what keeps Ezio alive.
Yeah. Convenient hay bale.
Ah, my ego.
Better hide.
Keep looking! He couldn't have gotten far!
About this convenient hay bale. Okay, now, where am I meant to be going? I'm assuming it's the yellow star on the map.
Yep. That is a perfectly logical assumption. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. What if the Templars set every pile of hay on fire? Why didn't they?
Christina!
Who's that?
Yeah.
Me?
Oh, Ezio. I should have known.
May I come in?
Fine, but only for a minute.
A minute is all I need.
Indeed.
That's not the flex you think it is, Ezio.
Yeah, that came out wrong, Ezio. Yeah, that's not that's not what a woman wants generally, is a minute.
Yeah.
Come here.
Oh, Ezio.
Press triangle to get it on.
Yeah.
Oh, Ezio.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah.
Yes. Press triangle to get it on again.
All implied.
Christina! Christina!
It is.
Yeah, your tutor will be here soon. Come, my daughter. Is it really so terrible that... Figlio d'un cane! What is this?
Perdonate, messere! Chiedo venia!
I'll kill you!
No, that's not necessary.
Guards! Guards! Voglio la sua testa!
Take him down! There's really no need for violence.
You know the most efficient way to escape the guards is to beat them senseless, right?
Yep.
But apparently that's not what the mission wants me to do.
Things. I'm mostly innocent.
I'm mostly innocent. On the other hand, ours is mostly genuine.
I mean, where's our hiding spot now? Fine. Just keep punching.
Madre Santa!
Yeah, no. I am not doing another race right now.
Nah.
Hold on. Not you!
Hold on.
Very familiar.
Mistakes were made.
Although you quite easily dispatched those who tried to punish you for them, so you know that's almost like being innocent.
Truly, I am sorry. I'll get out of your way.
Good morning, Father.
Come with me.
Is something wrong?
Do you think me blind and deaf, son? I know all about your fight with Vieri di Pazzi last night, and then this little visit to Christina. Your behavior is unacceptable. It reminds me of myself when I was your age. I assume these adventures won't interfere with your work today.
What was it?
No, Padre.
There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing
Prepare some
intellectual
documents
about
here
going
for
around
Lorenzo di
Italy in a big
Medici.
shirt trying to get
I
laid.
need them delivered to him.
With haste, Father.
Return to me when it's done.
It is neither big nor is it clever, but it's bloody good fun. Deliver Giovanni's letter to Lorenzo.
Oh good, we got to deal with the Medici. I'm just going to climb up my own house, why not? Let's see if I can do any better at parkour.
That seems a lot more efficient than the climbing in the first one.
Yes, there is a distinct improvement between the two games.
Yeah.
Oh. And a greater ease of falling off, I might add.
Yeah.
And going the wrong direction entirely. Yeah, no, there should be possibly be a remake of the first one appearing in stores soon.
Really?
Yeah, well, so goes the theory, because it's the 15th anniversary, and there's a new trademark symbol for just the first game, and only the first game.
Right, so they're obviously planning to do something with it.
How are you?
Yeah.
Come sempre. I have a letter for Messer Lorenzo.
I'll see that he receives it when he returns.
Returns?
They've gone to Villa Careggi, I'm afraid. They're not expected back for at least another day.
I'll let my father know.
So it's back up. Because this is a perfectly socially acceptable way of travelling around the city. What is this? Meant to be Milan with the Medicis and the Borgias, or is it Rome?
I think it might be Rome. Or... I mean, I'm not sure, because I think Brotherhood is set in Rome. I'm not sure that this one is. Because I remember in Brotherhood you can gather like members for the assassins. And when you do, he says, the liberation of Roma has begun. So,
Yes, good old Roma. That was a bit further than I intended.
yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Ah,
Peace,
well,
Geralt.
you're alright.
You worry too much, Giovanni. Francesco Di Pazzi's in prison.
The chest.
The threat is ended.
The shiny red box, I must open it.
Yep. Brotherhood is the sequel to this. Yeah.
Hello, son.
And then comes Revelation.
You remember my friend Hubert?
Good morning, Gonfaloniere Alberti.
To you as well, young man.
I trust you delivered the message.
Si, padre. But it seems Lorenzo is out of town.
I did not anticipate this.
What does it matter? So you wait another day or two.
Listen, your mother and sister have been looking for you. I'll need you again in a little while, but for now, see if you can't help them.
Are you sure?
Yes, now if you'll excuse us.
Good to see you, Ezio.
Either way, a day, enough time to get them all killed.
Yeah.
Hey, Claudia. How are you?
Bene.
You shouldn't keep things from me.
It's Duccio.
What of him?
I think he's been unfaithful.
Who told you this?
The other girls. I thought they were my friends.
Harpies. You're better off without them.
I loved him.
No, Claudia. You only thought you did.
He should suffer for what he's done.
Wait here. I'll go have a word with him.
A word. That word is Knuckles.
Followed swiftly by the object.
Yes. Yes. And the word other people will be shouting at him on the shouting at the guy about to be punched will be dodge.
Dodge.
Feels like a synchronization point nearby, going by the map.
Yeah. It's gonna. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
It's also a nicer world to be in than.
Yeah, you can actually make out details, can't you?
Than the facsimile of the.
Jerusalem in the Middle East.
Yeah. Where all of the major cities were within like 2 miles of each other.
And various shades of grey and brown.
Yeah. At least there's some colour in this one.
Oops, I appear to have annoyed some guards.
Oh no. Okay. Oh.
Fine. Punchy time.
The running away was intended as a mercy.
There, now let me climb this building in peace. Which direction to go with climbing this building, because I'm too used to the modern games where I can just climb up anywhere.
Whatever happened to turn the other cheek? He is turning the other cheek as he punches it.
Okay. Yeah, let's just climb back up this one. That wasn't what I intended, but it will do. Okay, what's the closest point to that building so I can then jump to it? Probably the building opposite me now, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it. Don't.
Oh, that is impressive. Direct.
That also almost takes me to this objective, so Button was medicine. That one, that one, that one, that one. It was that one. Or just wait a little bit till I heal. By, you know, trying to get to this beeping control system.
Yeah. Oh.
But now I climb up like Spider Monkey.
Night Monkey. Oh. That looks like a pickup.
I can turn.
I could have been wrong anyway.
Come on. Come on.
Oh,
There must be a way up.
there is a way. Oh,
Yes.
I see it.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Also, where there is a whip, there's a way. If you want the old Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings way of doing it. Ah, right, okay, up that window should do it. Where there's a whip, there's a way.
Come on. I haven't changed any of the buttons I'm pressing, so come on, climb.
Oh, don't fall through.
Behold, a view!
A view that's actually worth having.
Yeah. And now, without looking down, I'm just going to jump and assume everything is safe.
High dive. Ah!
Oh yeah, no, how I landed, I should have been cut in half by that.
Yeah. And the rest of you would have burst like a grape.
Yeah. Now I'll just see if there was something to grab up here that might be useful.
Ranger man, truly.
At the corner there. I could have been wrong, it might just be part of the environment, but...
Am I standing over what you saw?
Yeah. I think it's just...
That's a clipping issue by the looks of it.
Yeah, I thought it would be a pickup thing, collectible, or...
I
maybe
think
a
they
medicine
glow
pouch.
reds from what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
But given the presence of the hay here, I meant to climb up here, obviously. Because why do the main quest of beating up your sister's unfaithful ex when you can climb other buildings?
Yeah. Indeed.
I might just go to beat up my sister's unfaithful
I
ex.
don't think you heal automatically in this one.
No, you heal up to 1 by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Says use medicine or visit a doctor. Ah,
Duccio, it's beautiful.
Nothing but the best for you, amore mio.
But what of Claudia? I thought you'd been promised to her.
The father said I could do much better than an auditore.
Ah, Birbante! Come, let us walk a bit.
What? I had something else in mind.
Oh, Duccio.
he lives very closely to his name, Duccio, to Duccio.
Yep.
Ezio, my friend.
You insult my sister, parading around with this putana.
What are you talking about?
I saw the gift you gave her. Heard the things you said.
Maybe your sister shouldn't be so stingy with her virtue.
You broke her heart.
Oh, stingy with her virtue. She's not actually sleeping with him.
You auditores all talk big, but when it comes time for action, ha!
You'll regret ever opening your mouth.
I could have taught your sister a great many things. She's lucky to have had someone like me.
Bastardo!
Just not him.
Oh dear, I accidentally opened the map.
Oh, right.
Yes. Apparently, it
You
seems like
can't open the map?
I can open it, I can't close it.
Non sono amici.
That's... the hell?
Basta, mi arrendo.
Stay away from my sister!
Yes. Stay away, or I will beat you again. Now, go away, or I shall taunt you a second time. Beat up event unlocked.
Whatever Ezio can. Can he swing from a web? Probably. A small pile of hay is enough to break any fall no matter how high. Look out.
Yeah.
Air for all.
Doctor. Oh, for the love of God, I can't even go to a shop without losing it, but...
Right, I'll go on heal now. I assume
Yeah.
that's what you wanted to do.
Yes.
Apothecary supplies. Oh, you can carry medicine. Shall
Yeah.
I stock up?
Yes, please, and thank you. The longer in between sort of going, I can't do anything, the better.
Yeah.
That's better for now.
There we go.
Prevention is the best cure, I always say.
It's- Oh yeah, and apparently you get Florences from just bumping into some people, so that's fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of strange garbage by the side of the house. Pile of rocks. Also seems a bit unnecessary to go to. Come on.
Hey, Ezio!
What are you doing out here, Petruccio? You should be in bed.
I want those feathers.
What for?
Oh, God.
It's a secret.
If I get them for you, when you go back inside.
Yes, I promise.
That face is terrifying.
Yeah. Like, what the hell kind of remaster is this? I am positive they didn't look that bad when I played the game on PS3.
Yes, and now I've got to get some feathers in a time limit because, of course.
And multiple locations as well. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I've got one lot already and still got 2 minutes. Because feathers.
Yeah.
I can't even open the map to check which one's closer without you being ready.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume the one I can see is actually closer.
Yeah.
Oh good, I don't have to get back to him in a time limit. Ow.
Have you lost your mind?
Mercifully.
Not that I think I would have been pushing it too much in this quest. Apologies to all the ladies I keep crashing into. But I'm Ezio Auditore, what did you expect? Sorry. I am womanizer extraordinaire, one assumes.
Here, as promised.
Grazie, brother.
You still
That
haven't
is
told me when you
haunting.
want these.
I will.
Yes.
In time.
His obsession with feathers also not exactly
Yeah.
healthy sounding by the looks of it.
Yeah. Feather locations unlocked. Is that just another bloody collectible?
Yeah, I think there's meant to be 100 of them.
Buongiorno, Ezio.
Buongiorno a voi, madre. Come state?
Sto bene. And you? Still recovering from last night?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course not. Anyway, I have an errand to run. I'd like you to join me.
Con piacere.
Come, it's not far from here.
Awesome. My mother's asked me to help her with an errand, so of course I've got to do it.
Fight with Vieri.
What fight?
Per piacere. Let's not play this game.
He spoke ill of us. I could not allow him to continue.
I'm sure he's having a hard time dealing with the accusations against his father. Francesco Di Pazzi is many things, and none of them good. But even I never suspected he'd be capable of murder.
What happened to him?
I imagine there will be a trial.
Will father speak at it?
He'll have to. He's the one with the evidence.
Still, I wish there was another way.
You've nothing to fear. Everyone wants justice done.
Ah,
It's
some
an
monks.
unfortunate state of affairs, but it will pass.
to the way of my mother. Yeah, I'm assuming we're going to get jumped, given she's got a health bar.
Here we are.
And I just robbed the priest.
Yeah.
Hello, Leonardo.
Madonna Maria.
This is my son, Ezio.
Molto onorato.
L'onore è mio.
Let me go and fetch the paintings. I'll be right back.
He's very talented.
Oh, I'm meeting Da Vinci already.
It's vital to understanding and enjoying life. You should find an outlet.
I have plenty of outlets.
I meant besides vaginas.
Oh my mother.
Back to your house then.
Si, si.
A Ninja
Ezio,
Turtle.
help Leonardo, will you?
Oh, it's a carry mission.
So Ezio,
Wonderful.
what do you do?
He's been working for his father.
Ah, you're to be a banker.
For now. And you, Art, was it?
Truth be told, it's been difficult for me to settle. Painting is nice, but I often feel like my work lacks, I don't know, a purpose. Does that make sense? I'd rather contribute more practically, more directly. Architecture, perhaps, or anatomy. I'm not content merely to capture the world. I want to change it.
Oh, Leonardo. I have no doubt you'll go on to do great things.
Vi ringrazio, Madonna. That's kind of you.
Yeah, Leonardo talking so openly about studying anatomy at this point, that is, heretical.
Is it?
Yeah, no, autopsies and the deeper study of anatomy at this point is
Oh yeah.
pretty illegal.
Yeah, that people used to think that people had two bones in their jaws because you were only allowed to practice on monkeys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Technically, that would be an inlet, not an outlet.
Thank you for your help, son. Don't let me keep you from your other duties.
It was nice to meet you, Ezio. I hope our paths cross again.
Oh, don't worry,
Anch'io.
Leonardo da Vinci. Our paths will cross again, Leonardo da Vinci.
And you will regret it to an extent, Leonardo da Vinci, because you will get kidnapped. At least once. It is the way of the world.
Yeah.
Ezio, come in, son. I need these packages delivered to associates of mine in the city. I also need you to retrieve a message for me from a pigeon coop not too far from here.
Va bene. I'll get it done.
Come back here when you're finished. There are some things we need to discuss. And please, my son, stay out of trouble. Hmm?
That's not going to happen.
Deliver 2 letters and retrieve a 3rd.
For Giovanni, then their turn to him.
However, would the Sherlock of this time experiment on corpses with a riding crop?
Wouldn't.
Yeah, he'd be executed for it.
Yes.
Has he lost his mind?
Why don't you stay out of trouble, Dad? Indeed.
In many ways he is. He's not left the house since we've met him.
Yes, this is true.
Stay out of trouble, Ezio. Okay, I'm going to climb over every building I can find. I don't even know which one's the closest, but I'm going for that one, which is probably the furthest. Or not. Seems to... Quite a far jump Ezio's got on him.
You Giovanni's kid?
No, idiota. He just happens to look exactly like the man.
Give it here.
That looks like Cuddy from House, the
Don't
one
worry,
there.
boy. We're not contagious. At least I'm not.
Giovanni's kid. I was expected to be punched for that. Ooh, box. Must steal all the valuables. This is part of what I liked about Shadow of games, Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor. Just sort of like, I'm going to climb everywhere now. Oh, bollocks, orcs.
Yeah. Oh, those are good games, though, aren't they?
Yeah, I've replayed both of them recently. and nearly all the DLC, actually, I believe.
I remember little of the story, but like the Nemesis system and the rivalries you would evolve in the first one with orcs. Everyone's got a different experience, and that's really good.
They maintain the Nemesis system for the second one.
Yes.
Someone.
Why would I be followed?
The pay-to-win mechanic was removed after complaints within a couple of months. You could unlock all of the boxes you previously paid for just with normal gameplay.
Yeah. I 100%ed it before the pay-to-win elements were removed, and I didn't spend money, but it took a long time. It was a grind fest.
Yeah, it's still a bit of a grind fest. Like, I've done 2 proper playthroughs, and I only unlocked all the legendary items in one of them. That took a while.
I didn't like that the second one was pay to win, Jack. I thought it was a poorer game than it would have been for being like that. Especially when it came to seeing the true ending, which like took several days of gameplay to see like a 2-minute cutscene.
Which now doesn't take anywhere near as long as you've got some decent orcs.
I want to see a Warhammer 40k version of those games. I have no idea what that would look like, but I'm sure it would be fun.
Would look very, very bloody.
Yeah.
But what someone has done is they've created a version of the Nemesis system as a mod for Skyrim.
Really?
Yeah, it only came out this week or so. I've got it saved for when I next decide I want to try Skyrim on my computer.
Yeah. Oh, Skyrim with mods is... Oh no.
An experience.
Yeah. And...
Yeah,
okay. I may have modded Skyrim to turn the Stormcloaks into Nazis because I thought that was a more honest depiction of their ideologies.
Yeah.
I had no idea the mod would go as far as it did.
Yeah, swastikas everywhere, I believe you told me.
Yeah, I believe the mod was called Adolfric Storm Hitler. And, the Solitude Great Hall is... Oh, wow, it took me aback. What was it, the Solitude Great Hall?
Windhelm.
Windhelm, yeah. No, Solitude... I remember Solitude because that was where my favourite house was.
Yes, the most expensive house in the game.
Yeah.
A good house.
Yeah.
Though, admittedly, there's a couple introduced with the Anniversary Edition, because there's the Creation Club content, and then there's the additional ones just for the Anniversary Edition. Yeah. There are actually some really quite good, fun houses in there, like there's a vampire-themed house in the mountain. Yeah. And what's another one? Oh yeah, there's a house in the Ratway in Riften that I quite like.
Yeah. Because I can imagine a Warhammer 40k game with the Invisible Predator system.
Father?
Cool.
I think that might have been released by now.
Serezio! I'm sorry, I'm so sorry!
What happened? Where is everyone?
They took your father and brothers to the Palazzo della Signoria, to prison.
And my mother, my sister.
Ezio.
Claudia. Are you alright?
Yes, but mother...
She's in shock. When she resisted...
It's not safe here. Is there someplace you can take them?
Yes, to my sisters.
Good, do that. In the meantime, I'll go see my father.
Be careful, Messer Ezio. The guards were looking for you as well.
Good, everything's about to go wrong.
Yep, this is where it hits the fan.
One would say it has already hit the fan. Is it this where the fan turns on?
Yeah.
Come on, I was able to climb up that earlier. Why can't I do it so easily?
Yeah, the mod went as far as to put swastikas on the on the shields that they would use.
Yeah.
And they didn't come off when you took one from them.
Yes, I suppose that makes some sense. I mean, the shield, it doesn't get repainted because someone new picks it up.
Yeah,
it's not sort of a new hand touches the shield, must remove swastika. But, oh, that's just reminded me. I've seen a mod that makes the beacon of Mephala turns into a mace. Or makes a weapon that has the mace head is the beacon of Mephala. So it yells every time someone's hit with it. Because Skyrim modders are nothing if not crazy.
Wonderfully creative bunch. I also modded Oliver Queen the Green Arrow in as a companion.
But now was this Arrowverse Oliver Queen, comic Oliver Queen, or
Arrowverse? He gave you a set of his armor as well. You could cosplay if you wanted. And since, like, no matter what kind of hits the fan, breaks through the ceiling like a geyser and breaks through the roof in every other house and conveniently hits the already switched on fans in those houses. No matter what kind of build I wanted to play at the start, I always end up as the stealth archer because it's just more convenient.
I've only Ezio, go the direction I actually tell you to go, not where you want to go. I've technically played the Stealth Archer twice, even though I actually, in my own mind, have played it once, because thanks to some change in the... Sorry, Padre. Thanks to a bit in the one of the Creation Club's content, what it does is it... you have to fight a shadow of yourself to get Shadow Rend, but it knows all the sharps you do, and I didn't realise I had Marked for Death equipped at the time.
Right.
And that has no expiry. So I got hit by my Shadow using Marked for Death, which then meant that permanently my my armor stat was minus 100 and something.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
oh no.
So and I didn't have any saves from before that, so I just restarted.
Oh no! Oh my god, that is a ball.
Yeah, admittedly, I didn't learn this till I was doing another Creation Club bit. Where I was up against Umbra, and I thought it was because and I thought I wasn't able to. I was losing to him quite badly because he was so much stronger than me, but I couldn't go back because of the style of dungeon. But no, it was because I had no health. Or no armour, respectively. That wasn't what I meant to do. I'm actually trying to get out of Eagle Vision here. Thank you. So, let's see, what's this? Is that a feather? Yes, that's a feather.
Jack says, I want to use mods for Star Wars Battlefront 2 that let me play as EU Sith, but I need to set up an account for that. Mods are glorious.
Yes. Yes, they are. There are also mods for Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, and God of War, because that was recently added to PC.
Oh, yeah.
And added this week was the Spider-Man game.
Oh.
So the new Spider-Man game. So there's they've opened mods for that. I haven't had a look at any because I'm not actually intending to buy it on PC. Having got it on PlayStation.
It's a fantastic game, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I need to do another playthrough on it because I've only got 2 achievements left to do on it.
Those are the New Game Plus ones, yeah?
Yeah.
Same.
Play New Game Plus and play on hardest difficulty.
Ezio. Father, what's happened?
Took a bit of a beating, but I'm alright. What of your mother and sister?
Safe now.
Aneta took them.
Yes. Wait. You knew this would happen?
Not the way it did, and not this soon. Doesn't matter now.
What do you mean? Explain.
There's no time. Listen closely. Return to the house. In my office is a hidden door. Use your talent to find it. Beyond lies a chest. Take everything you find inside. Much of it may seem strange to you, but all of it is important. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Among the contents is a letter, and with it some documents. I need you to take these documents to Mr. Roberto. He was with me in the office this morning.
The Gonfalonieri, I remember. Now please, tell me what's happening. Are the Pazzi behind this? There was a note for you at the beginning. It said go, Ezio. Go now.
The Pazzi behind us is almost pizza, isn't it?
Yeah.
There seems to be a synchronization point by my father's prison. No.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yes, because that was right by the synchronization point. Oh, bollocks.
Oh no.
Punchy time. Yeah, finally got a counter off.
I'd say it's running time then. Why? There's only 2 of them. I can defeat them. There's only 150 of them.
No, I am not talking to the thief. What I'm going to do is try and get back to that synchronization point.
Yeah.
Took a lot less time to get up here this time. Why take a perfectly good ladder when you can parkour your way up?
Indeed.
And then immediately take the ladder back down.
You know that troll in Shadow of War that you have to mind break and then he growls saying he doesn't want the fort?
Yeah, Bruise.
I put him in charge of the forts.
A lot of people do that. Also, a lot of people put him sort of guarding the fort as well.
Yeah.
Because I did a lot of online conquests at the end, and I must have at one point had about 8 cruisers just waiting in the wings, as it were. Ones called the Dragon are exceedingly rare. I've only encountered 4 of them across 2 playthroughs.
Yeah. Jack wants to know who you think would win between Darth Vader and Darth Malgus.
That's a tough one. But from sort of displayed feats of force power, I'd say Vader does have the edge.
Really?
Also, sort of like best part of 4,000 years of sort of like general increase in power, plus Chosen One.
Yeah.
Because Malgus has been beaten by relatively low levels of people and injured quite badly, but I wouldn't say it would be an easy fight for either of them.
Yeah.
That Vader just seems to have a bigger well of self-hatred to draw upon than Malgus does. Now, Malgus has lost to just basic Jedi Knights before now, not like the player characters, but lore-wise he has lost to Jedi Knights, and I'm not talking about Yatil Shan, who is the culmination of 2 of the best Jedi bloodlines of the time.
Ah.
Father said there was a door here.
Yes, his father is an assassin.
I'm not saying it would be an easy fight, but I would say Vader has the edge.
Yeah.
Oh, bother.
Don't worry, I'll
Yeah. Press the wrong button during an important scene. By that I mean, I pressed the button.
Yeah. Malgus has more experience because he's been a Sith far longer than Vader. I mean, that is probably true, but...
Yeah, Malgus does reach an older age and does, in theory, have more experience, but Malgus also, at the times in which he has more experiences, loses to less experienced opponents. And you've also got to remember that Vader lives in a time full of masterful Force duelists, masterful lightsaber duelists, and beats most of them, apart from Kenobi.
Traditore!
And like,
What's with the
the only reason he doesn't beat Kenobi is because he gets cocky.
No.
Yeah. Whereas Malgus also does have a bit of a risk of getting letting his own ego get in the way much more than you'd think, because that's how he loses at Ilum, how he lost on the Emperor's Fortress, in the Emperor's Space Station. And
it says the share play session will end in 5 minutes. How do you want to proceed, then? Well, I'll be refreshing it anyway, so you want to keep playing? Or...
yeah, I'll give it a try for a little longer if that's okay.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but Full of Hatred, Malgus doesn't run off of hatred quite so much. He runs off anger rather than hatred so much, but he also doesn't have the same level of injury. And while he it's sort of like has been shown to threaten a force field that is contained, potentially bringing it down, his powers are still somewhat limited comparatively, because Vader has displayed greater feats of force power and strength than Darth Janus, who is the second most powerful Sith of that era. with Valkorion / Tenebrae / Vitiate, all the same person, being the strongest of them. And yeah, to the extent that Valkorion is arguably stronger than Palpatine ever was, given that at one of his weak points he managed to eat an entire planet.
That is quite the feat of strength.
Yeah, Styles. He was more powerful, but what can he do with that power that Malgus can't endure? Admittedly, Malgus can endure a lot of these, but we've also got to remember his miraculous return and endurance of the exploding space station is more due to the actions of Darth Asina finding him and reviving him, rather than of his own full strength, as he wasn't meant to survive, as he wasn't able to survive that on his own. So just the sheer blunt force interactions, because he went from being unharmed to quite severely injured and mechanized in the fight against Teal Shan, and when she was but an apprentice. And then
Take a breath.
later when the space station blew up, he had to have multiple body parts and organs repaired and replaced.
to bring you this.
I see now. It's a misunderstanding, Ezio. I'll clear everything up.
How?
The documents you've given me contain evidence of a conspiracy against your family and against the city. I'll present these papers at their hearing in the morning, and they'll be released.
Thank you, Signore.
Of course, my child. Do you need a place to stay? You're more than welcome here.
No, grazie. I'll meet you at the piazza.
Don't worry, Ezio. Everything is going to be fine.
Everything would not be fine.
And then the fire got lit better. Like, I wouldn't say Vader's going to easily beat Malgus, but I'd also say of Malgus's displayed feats, they're not anything more than what Vader's endured either.
I didn't mean that Malgus is a tank, he is just about any telekinetic attack.
There's no need to be rude.
Like, he's endured a lot of telekinetic attacks, but the telekinetic attacks aren't quite the same as a space station exploding in your face. Also, prototype pulse grenades were enough to knock him back.
Right. I would pause at the moment then, because the share play is about to end, so I'm just going to restart it.
Okay.
And hand over control again. Okay. Stop share play. No. I didn't want to leave the party.
We're both still in the party.
Okay, I have invited you to a share play session again.
Yeah, I am connecting. Yeah, then they changed it with the loss of the pulse grenades. It did change it to some of them being able to just push Malgus back, or just a loose explosion taking Malgus down that pit. But while I'd say Vader would win, I wouldn't say it would be an easy fight, and Malgus would certainly leave Vader in a state looking like he did after he faced Starkiller in The Force Unleashed 1, at the very least, if not worse. But while Malgus
technically a Soul Calibur character.
Yes. While Malgus is definitely a powerhouse for the time, if you look at it and if you count sort of like the feats that the player characters actually do and other things, Malgus isn't in the top 10 of sort of like the Force users. Because Arkan just overpowers everyone, as does Valen. and who puts Arkan to shame. And then, yeah, Valen is an absolutely crazy force user. Valkyrian / Tenebrae / Vitiate, all, they're incredibly powerful. Revan is, once he reappears on Rishi and Yavin 4, is more powerful than Malgus in a lot of ways. Especially considering he's just basically only half of Revan and he's still strong enough to resist Darth Maul, Satele Shan, player character Lana Beneko, and several other characters simultaneously.
Hey, basket. Well, whatever that is. What is actually in that? Because that's not hay. Are those blossoms?
Flower petals, by the looks of it.
Why would there be a big, like, wheelbarrow of those?
I don't know. It makes more sense in Odyssey, where you can fall into those, but they're like outside of temples and stuff.
Chopper's story. Don't you put that on me.
You and your accomplices stand accused of the crime of treason. Have you any evidence to counter this charge?
Yes, the documents
the one
that were
that made
delivered to you
everyone
last
cry.
night.
I'm afraid I know nothing of these documents.
Son of a bitch!
Need to get closer.
Not at all surprised.
In the absence of any compelling evidence to the contrary, I am bound to pronounce you guilty. You and your collaborators are hereby sentenced to death.
You are a traitor, Roberto, and one of them. You may take our lives this day, but we will have yours in return, I swear! We will! Father!
Oh no, something I was sarcastically not expecting.
Boy! He's one of them!
I'll kill you for what you've done!
Guards! Arrest him!
Guards, prepare to die. Oh wow, he's heavily armored.
Abatete.
Better run, boy.
Fast.
Run away!
Run away!
I have no idea which way I'm meant to be going, so I'm just running.
I think you've just got to escape.
Yeah. It is white and our force coming in.
Try getting up here with that armour on.
Yes, the first hiding spot anywhere near and they can't find me.
The pain of betrayal.
I am having to hide here now.
Sequence 1 complete. Oh god! Supernova! Ah! Oh wait, no, it's just... And they say Rome wasn't built in a day.
Oh, it's
I've got a little
Florence.
request for you.
Oh yeah.
I've identified several strange markings that I've discovered right across Renaissance Italy. Now, I don't know what they're doing there, but I want you to help me find out. Rebecca has marked their general location in the database with an eye icon, and she's made them glow as well. Keep an eye out.
How am I meant to search them when I can only go where my ancestors' memories take them?
Yeah.
Take me.
Serezio, thank
They've
God.
modded the
I've been
Animus.
looking everywhere for you.
I couldn't stop them, Annetta. I tried, I swear. But there were so many guards.
Please, come with me. We need to get you off the streets.
What of my mother and sister?
They're safe. I'll bring you to them.
No. It's too dangerous for us to travel together. Tell me where to go and I'll meet you there.
My sister's house. Just north of the Duomo.
I'm on my way.
Yes, I'm glad they didn't have a moment where she went to my sister's house and he went, ah yes, I know it well.
Just north of the Duomo. I know where it is. How need I ask?
Yeah. I know it well. I am not welcome there at all.
In my view, the two are very evenly matched, but we know we're certainly really close to death. But I'm leaning towards Malgus due to their differences in skills and tactics.
I think most of Malgus's most notable victory over another Force user was in the trailer for Deceived. That's listed as his most notable kill. And they're not actually that powerful a Jedi Master comparatively. Like, they're less skilled with the lightsaber than Sindrailig and less powerful in the Force than most of the modern Jedi Order. He was charged with the defense of the temple, but he wasn't actually the scariest Jedi Master out there. Granted, Grandmaster Satele Shan was definitely scarier, but even sort of like relatively minor Jedi Masters or some of the other council members were better choices, but they were on the front line of the battlefield. Yeah, Malgus wasn't at his best there, but he then doesn't claim a better kill than that. And you've also got to think the player characters are sort of like on the equivalent level of sort of Revan, and Malgus isn't. Just on the point. And Vader is probably a superior duelist and Force user to Revan, just less versatile. Because it's certain that Luke has displayed abilities in the old canon that put Revan to shame. You can't argue that he's had a greater kill that we just don't know about as a reason for why he might be able to beat Vader. And this is coming from the official websites and information on Malgus, that the Jedi Master in the Temple was his greatest kill, whereas there's ones who are in the Order of Revan that you fight in the game who are said to have been who are said to be better than the one who died defending the Temple on Coruscant.
Yeah. I think we can agree, though, that it's very lucky for the Rebellion that Vader was nerfed by the battle on Mustafar. Well, nerfed is not exactly accurate, but like his potential was...
Vader was crippled, I think is probably the correct phrase.
Yeah. Because if Anakin had won that duel, and then gone on to fully immerse himself in the dark side at his full potential...
there was an Infinities one timeline. Oh, no wonder Ezio knows exactly which house it is. It's full of prostitutes.
Indeed.
I think we have the wrong building.
Yeah. No, this is it.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Messer Ezio. Annetta speaks quite highly of you.
There's an Infinities where Vader wasn't
Ti prego, call me Paola.
crippled by Obi-Wan, killed Obi-Wan, and then shortly thereafter killed Palpatine and assumed sole control of the Empire.
can't stay.
Isn't that the
Why?
alternate endings of the
Where are you
Revenge of the
going?
Sith video game?
Yes, it starts from that and continues.
I
It
understand
doesn't
you
go into
desire
too much
vengeance,
detail.
But the Gonfaloniere is a powerful man. You are not a killer, Ezio.
Spare me the lecture.
But I can make you one.
And why are you going to teach me how to kill?
I'm not. I'm going to teach you how to survive. Come.
Learn the ways of the courtesans. Well, this took
Oh
a turn.
my. Oh my, oh my.
Seen but unseen. You two must learn to blend like us and become one with the city's crowds.
Despite wearing an incredibly distinctive outfit. I like the cloak. Yeah, that's a nice touch.
Yeah, it's a nice addition.
You can practice with me anytime.
Oh my.
So I just need to go into crowds to hide. Okay, so I just need to walk into the benches to sit down. Good to know.
There he is, Daju!
Oh, what? Oh, right, you got spotted. Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Discretion is paramount in my profession. We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You two must learn to blend like us and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
Already done it, milady. I must say, I'm enjoying the view, goes Ezio.
All right. I'll just be moving on then.
I must be leaving very soon. Now, in fact, we say
this odd feeling about that man.
There!
Damn it.
Oh no.
Without the bench as well.
Discretion is paramount in my profession. We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You two must learn to blend like us and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
That's a funny get-up.
Yes, my distinctive outfit that stands out a lot. No, as soon as I'm in a group, it's fine.
I mean, at least in the first one, the scholars dressed similarly. But I guess they kept the assassin uniform
That's a funny get-up.
more or less as it was. And scholars stopped dressing like that.
I'm having this odd feeling about that. You disappear?
Please spare me, I'm not involved!
Where
We are supposed to believe they cannot. Oh, bugger.
Damn it.
Discretion is paramount in my profession. We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You two must learn to blend like us, and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
You'll get it.
Get there at some point.
Please spare me, Lord. Oh no, my
Will you please get out of my way? As I try and find the group I'm meant to blend with.
So yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy video game is pretty good. Not full price to play it good, but
yeah,
if you want a palate cleanser that's just... It is a tour of several locales with a story attached. It's not
I'm just trying to get home.
really...
So sorry.
It's not open world at all, but it's a fun story with some nice characters. Cosmo the dog is in it.
Yes, Cosmo, the telepathic Russian space doggo.
Yep. Guardian of Galaxies.
I'm sorry.
Mantis is in it too. As the
I did not intend to go up there, why?
You know what? It might actually be easier to do parkour and just follow her like on the rooftops.
Yeah, probably.
And Mantis is in there as, I think they called her the Celestial Madonna, and she sees the multiverse. Alternate timelines,
and become one with the city's
like at one point a rock falls, is like, ever okay? And she goes, good. Sometimes that one gets Gamora. Adam Warlock is also in it.
Yes, he's set to appear soon.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Adam Warlock set to appear in the next film after being teased in the last Guardians film.
Desynchronized. Maybe you got too far away.
No, I was closer to her than I was at the end of the last mission.
Curious.
I think it's because I was jumping over. I think you've got to do the blending properly.
Oh no. We'll get it.
I get better every time.
We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You two must learn to blend like us, and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
I'm sorry, but I would much rather try murdering all the guards, personally.
Yeah.
Because the last one of these games I played, I was a flipping Viking.
Murder all the guards. It has a simple elegance.
Yeah. There's a nice simplicity to just killing them all. My God, she's going slowly this time. Of course.
Oh no.
that time I was too far away.
Right.
Discretion is paramount in my profession. We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You too must learn to blend like us, and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
I never thought a mission called Learning the Way of the Courtesan would be so...
boring.
Yeah.
It would be so little in the way of actual, courtesans.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here a moment. Let you get a bit more ahead. Oh, for God's sake.
My apologies, sir. I'll get out of your way.
Many apologies for the inconvenience.
Where do you think he's from? That could be a man. Where did he go?
Must be leaving very soon.
Now, please stop. Whatever I've done, I didn't mean it.
Oh, shit.
Come on, group back together.
Sorry.
Please accept my apologies. I accept nothing from a man who imprisons his guests in a commode. I'm back, just had my Seb's here, how are we doing?
I must leave. Yes, right now. Addio. There! On him! Come back here!
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh.
I'm about 2 steps further along than last time.
We'll get there.
Discretion is paramount in my profession. We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You too must learn to blend like us, and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
This mission was pitched in story by saying she was gonna teach him the way of the courtesans. It would be good to have a cardboard box right now, huh? Yeah.
Yes. Perhaps even a cardboard box with a picture of a woman in a bikini, because that was one of the options in the Metal Gear games.
Yeah. Centuries before the invention of cardboard. Hey, that's spoilers, but I think someone uses future-seeing technology in this series to invent the gun centuries before it was invented.
It's in this very game, I believe.
Sorry?
I believe it's referenced in this very game.
Yeah.
My apologies, sir. I'll get out of your way.
Imagine I'm meant to stay within like one of these groups, but that's not happening most of the time.
Vanished.
Oh no, they're too close. Oh! Okay, yeah. Alright, you stay in this moving.
Yeah, except it just kicked me out of it.
And then you shoved them too far apart. Okay.
I'm sorry. I think... Sorry.
Bench. No. I'm not the person you want that you're looking directly.
Oh no.
I didn't press get up.
What a kerfuffle this
Discretion
is.
is paramount in my profession. We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You two
Damn it,
must learn to
Robert
blend
Mayer,
with
hurry
us
up, we need
and
a
become
box.
one with the city's crowds.
Spoilers from Vengeance
My
of the
girls
Wright
will
Brothers,
show
spoiler
you how.
warning. Dan will tag out to me if he needs to. Yeah, he's got this.
I might have to go in not too long anyway. Come on. There's not a group walking this way, so you're getting a bit far from me.
Doesn't look like one. There's that one.
Oh, they're going a bit the wrong way for me.
Okay. Okay.
Turn away.
I'm sorry. Basu, get him dead.
One more try, and then I think we might have to. You might have to tag in.
Okay.
Discretion is paramount in my profession. We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You two must learn to blend like us and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
I'll not be looking for trouble. But Opiero, he certainly has the swag.
Okay, I got too far away that time.
Right. You want to try again, or are you tagging out?
I think tag out, because
Okay.
I am not doing well at it.
Okay. Alright, party. Change. Share play options, change play mode, share your screen.
Watching host play, it says.
We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You two must learn to blend like us and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
Enter a group to blend.
Like what you see?
Yes, I'm completely undetectable.
As the only man in this group of women.
Not standing out at all.
He certainly has the swag.
What's he doing? He's here!
Nope, that didn't work. I haven't actually. I don't. The controls don't appear to have changed at all since. Number
Yeah.
1.
R is speeds you up, as does
Discretion is
X,
paramount in my profession.
supposedly.
We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You too must learn to blend like us and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
We mustn't forget the other ultra ability of all Saiyans, ultra eating.
Yep. Goku had ultra instinct because you have ultra ego. If you were saying what would be your ultra, oh. Sorry. Sorry.
But you, there! Like you! Get here! Shame on you, you pieces of shit! Stronzi!
You can't even open the weapon wheel.
Because you don't have a weapon at the moment. You lost your sword.
No, I mean, like, it says the visitor can't play if I open the weapon wheel.
Yeah, that's distinctly unhelpful.
Or, well, again, as with the pause menu, you can open it, you just can't close it.
Stay out of our business or else.
You've managed to get about as far as me, but you've been spotted by basically everyone.
Yeah. I think it's presumptuous to say you'd know what your ultra would be, to be honest.
Discretion is paramount in my profession. We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You too must learn to blend like us and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
For a long time with Ultra Instinct, we weren't actually certain Goku was conscious while he was using it.
Or indeed that he was consciously using it.
Yeah. Well,
one of my favourite theories that I came up with as to why Goku was able to not only unlock Ultra Instinct, but do it so many times in the TOP, is because Wade not have been conscious, but Grand Zeno was helping him unlock it. Because Grand Zeno wanted him to
win.
Yeah, he might not have sort of liked it, but Goku was his favourite.
Yeah. I wonder if I can. Oh, the controls have changed a bit.
What's in heaven?
Jet, what's he up to?
Well now, what's he doing? Another cell.
Bugger. Just let me blend. Let me blend.
A moment of your time.
Yeah, she's getting too far away.
She's actually getting closer.
You're going to need to climb up if you're going to want to get back in the right direction.
Oh no. I had the right idea, I think. Blend or be put in a blender. Blend or be blended. What do I have in as much abundance as Vegeta has
Discretion is
ego?
paramount in the
Well,
profession.
Mister,
must
I am
walk the
highly
streets
perceptive. I
freely,
think you might actually have him
seen
beat
but
in that
unseen.
regard.
You too must learn to blend like us, and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
And I think they mean ego in the philosophical sense. Like, I mean, Vegeta is big-headed, sure, but it comes from a place of pride in the strength that he has built.
And pride in his history and his race of Saiyans.
Which
it just doesn't come from Vegeta being big-headed. Otherwise, Yamcha would probably be the most powerful person in existence.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try and remain.
Yeah, that was the problem I was having. I couldn't even get into blend with the groups like this. They just... If I got into one, I'd then immediately end up dropping out and I couldn't keep up with them.
Yeah. I don't think I'm blended. I don't.
No, you're not.
There we go. Oh god, I can't see what's going on.
Blender, cousin of Bender, the robot.
It's me, Bender.
Who also has the relative Flexo. Who is Bender with the evil goatee. But Flexo is in fact the good one.
Yeah. Didn't the evil goatee thing come from Star Trek?
Yeah, Mirror Universe. Terrans, Yui, those are goatees and agonizer boots.
I'm glad there are no guards right here, but...
How far across the city are you actually going to go?
I don't know. Come on, we've proved we can do it. Just give us the...
That building she's just turned into.
Oh, there we go.
The building we started at.
Now that you've learned to blend, I'll show you how to use it for more than just moving around. Let's teach you how to steal.
Hold X and walk into someone to steal from them.
Thief! Thief! Once you've stolen from someone, Ezio, you mustn't linger.
Help! Somebody stop him! Help!
Pay attention. You must leave once you've picked their pocket.
Steal from 5 different people. From at least 5 different people.
You mean that thing we were doing accidentally since quite early in the game?
Ha! In fairness, they never suspect you of robbery if you're stuck with the victim the whole time. Okay, now what?
You can go now, girls.
Oh, do we have to? So innocent. He's cute.
Now that you have learned how to approach the enemy, we need to find you a suitable weapon.
Yeah.
What would you have me use?
Ah, but you already have the answer.
Hey, my father's blade and
I'm
bracer.
much too humble. I
Did you
too am
get them?
extraordinarily humble.
By using the same skills I just taught you.
It's not exactly in working condition.
I assume you're familiar with Leonardo da Vinci.
See, but how does a painter factor into this?
He's far more than that. Bring him the pieces. You'll see.
And Seb, the Terran Empire and Evils and Mirror Spock, who had the evil goatee, appeared 4 years before the Master did.
I too know betrayal.
So it seems that evil goatee comes from the Terran universe a bit more than from Doctor Who.
I wish I was as confident as Vegeta. We all wish we were as confident as Vegeta.
Yeah, I had to look it up. But we all wish we were confident with Vegeta. We also all wish we didn't have to worry about money like Vegeta, because he has a wife who just happens to be one of the richest people on the planet.
Or aging. That's something I wish I didn't have to worry about.
Hmm.
Or at least, like, it's canon that Saiyans don't age until they're about 80, and then they age very quickly in their final 10 years.
They stay in their physical prime much longer.
Yeah.
And they also don't really change their hairstyle.
But the decline once they exit their physical prime is much quicker than it would be for people.
Yes, when you get to stay in your physical prime until your 70s,
yeah,
it's not quite as you don't dislike it quite as much. Though let's be honest, the way that Vegeta and Goku have been working their bodies, they might hit their decline a bit earlier.
Oh.
Well, that was a powerful throw.
Can I not pick up his sword, or is that not yet?
Go back. Go back to him. Hold circle. That might be it. Okay, you just looted him, but it seems you can't pick up the sword yet. Probably for story reasons more than anything else.
Yeah. I think, at least in Black Flag, possibly in 3 before it, you can take weapons from your enemies.
Yeah, you can do it in Rogue, which is after Black Flag. Okay, you need to start heading inwards before it desynchronizes you.
Did you want to tag back in now that the blending mission is done, or?
I'm probably going to have to go relatively soon, so if we just leave it as it is.
Okay.
Yeah, but well, 40k orcs are sort of like more naturally born to fighting than Saiyans, but Saiyans have greater martial technique.
Which is not...
Yeah, because 40k orcs circle to interact.
Yeah. Which is not to say the orcs couldn't develop martial techniques, but I doubt they would.
Oh, Ezio Auditore! I didn't expect to see you again. What with all that's happened. Ah, where are my manners? Welcome back.
Orcs spend reality, that is.
Now, how can I be of service?
That is a rather...
I was hoping you could repair something of mine.
Of course.
Yes, orcs spend reality when there is a large number of them together. Produces greater effects, and only a handful of them can consciously do it.
Alright, let's see.
But given that they're a race probably approaching the quintillions, that's not an insignificant number when you say a handful of them.
It's rather advanced. I've never seen anything quite like it. I'm afraid there's not much I can do without the original plans. Mi dispiace. Wait.
What are you doing?
The contents of this page are encrypted, but if my theory is correct, based on these sketches, it may very well...
It may very well what?
Please, sit.
Leonardo,
Shh.
Boy, be quiet.
If we transpose the letters and then select every third,
You say there's always a lot of them. There are some planets where all populations are somehow kept below a few hundred. Somehow.
What's finished? The blade. I managed to decode that parchment of yours. It showed me exactly what to do. Now all that's left is to remove your ring finger.
Really?
I'm sorry, but this is how it must be done. The blade is designed to ensure the commitment of whoever wields it.
Bene. Do it quickly.
I was only having fun, Ezio. Though the blade once required a sacrifice, it's been modified. You can keep your finger.
Incredible.
Yes, it is. Tell me, do you have other pages like this?
I'm sorry, only the one.
Listen, if you ever do happen across another one of these, please, bring it to me.
You have my word. And thank you for fixing this.
By order of the Florentine Guard, open this door!
Just a moment. Wait here.
Are you Leonardo da Vinci?
See, how may I be of service?
I need you to answer some questions.
Certainly. What seems to be the trouble?
A witness claims to have seen you consorting with an enemy of the city.
What? Me? Consorting? Preposterous.
When was the last time you saw or spoke with Ezio Auditore?
Who?
Non fare il finto tonto! We know you were close with the family. Perhaps this will help to clear your head. Ready to talk? What about now?
Hold on, maybe there's more to this.
Had enough yet?
He's got more in him.
Ready to talk? What about now?
Maybe he doesn't want me to step in.
And we can end this.
Oh, stop letting him get beaten up, I suppose. Ollie, he made a hidden blade for you.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I suppose he did.
I've grown accustomed to their abuses.
What of the body?
Bring it inside and put it with the others.
What?
Others? The city gives
Oh,
them
yeah.
to me for research.
The city does not give them to you. That is a lie.
In real life, yes, that is an incredible lie. Don't mind me, just casually carrying a corpse through the city.
He had a bit too much to, well, not
Drink.
Yeah.
No, that's not blood. It's red wine he spilt all over himself.
Over there. See? Like it never happened.
Thank you, Leonardo. For everything.
Anytime. And remember, if you find more of those strange pages, bring them to me. Should they contain new designs, I will upgrade your blade as well.
Of course. Now, I really should be getting back to Paola.
Porgile I miei omaggi.
Ace up my sleeve. Well, that's one way of putting it. I think you can also counter with the hidden blade in this one, which you couldn't before.
Yeah. There's the synchronization point nearby.
Oh, yeah. So,
might be worth grabbing, because I don't know, it might be part of the fast travel system in this game.
This game has a fast travel system?
I have no idea. But we technically had one in the last game, even if we had to find everywhere first. With the horses and going into the kingdom.
Oh, yeah. No, that stab wound isn't fatal, it's just a parting gift from his ex-wife.
Mm.
Don't.
Didn't hurt too much.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Handholds.
Yeah. Oh. I'm remembering from an episode of Stargate, there's a brilliant bit. Master Braytak goes to Teal'c, who's Braytak's 130 something at this point as well. Teal'c, are you hurt? Yes. Where? My pride. An old man did what I could not. Note, Teal'c is the character played by Christopher Judge, who voices Kratos in the new games.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, ignore the man in white that smells of potpourri.
So what do you think to this setup for Assassin Sundays then, now that we've tested it?
It's good. Hopefully we won't have the issues we had at the start of the stream again.
Or if we do, I'll know how to fix them this time.
Yeah.
By changing the settings and then changing them back, because that makes sense.
Yeah. It's a different way of going. Have you turned it off and on again? Yeah. You may hurt me, but you cannot hurt my pride. Ah, my pride! No, not murderer. Assassin. Distinct difference.
It is a subtle yet important distinction.
I do not do this for my own benefit or glory.
I'm not a crazed murderer, I'm a contract assassin. Well, the difference being one's a job and the other's mental sickness.
One's a job, one's mental sickness, and the yeah, yeah. If you're an assassin, you get paid. If you murder people, you get locked away. And if you murder a lot of people, they send you to Texas and they hit you with a brick. And
That's one of the symbols. What does it mean? It must be there for a reason.
That's an Omega with a dot in it.
Wait, that's
No,
not
not-
possible.
Yes, Omega.
Can't be. Hold on. That's computer code. Let me compile it. Oh shit, it's an encrypted file.
Upload it to my computer. I'm a master at decryption.
I can't. It's only compatible with the Animus itself.
Upload it to Desmond then. I believe this.
Tip of the iceberg.
Hello, this is... They call me Subject 16. Listen, I don't have much time. There's something I have to show you. We have been lied to this whole time. Everything we know, everything we've been brought up to believe, it's wrong. Okay, I've uploaded the evidence, the file that proves it all. But I've split it into 20 pieces and locked each with a code. Can't be too careful. Queen Isabella. No, not her. What century is it? Never mind. I've hidden the code to the first file inside this program. Find it. Find them all. And along the way, you'll begin to see the truth.
Yeah, we're not going to find them all.
How did this get inside our Animus?
Oh, the memory core. We transferred 16's memory data from Abstergo into the Animus 2.0. He must have hacked the machine when Vidic left him alone between sessions.
Oh, hold on, wait a second. The signs on the walls in Abstergo, the ones written in blood, those were clues.
He was telling us to look for them inside the Animus.
Unknown program compiled.
We will encounter that later. I believe this is where they will probably first properly get into the Isu and Adam and Eve and the assassins.
You were gone for quite a while.
Leonardo likes to talk.
That he does. But I trust he did more than talk. I've given you the skills. Leonardo's given you the blade. All
Blade
that
that didn't
remains
deploy.
is the deed.
Didn't press
Where
square.
can I
in
find
time.
Uberto?
According to my girls, he'll be attending an unveiling tonight of Verrocchio's latest work. It will be held at the Santa Croce cloister.
Watch over my mother and sister while I'm away.
Of course, Ezio. As if they were my own.
The girl's eyes went strange.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Right. I think I'd better restart the share play thing so you don't get cut off. Did you say you wanted to leave things as is, or did you want to tag in?
I think probably now is a good time to leave it as is, and we'll start with a nice big assassination next week.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. Well, this is a nice way of doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've managed to set up a way for both of us to play the games.
Yes, huzzah!
Huzzah! And now that we're not bound to old hardware.
Yes. Well, I'm bound to older hardware than you, but it's not old.
Yeah, it's not an issue. Also, I can share play PS5 games with you. That I did not expect.
Yes.
And
Yes,
harder
build.
oldware indeed. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do they need a big pineapple with faces? God, to know what the truth is. The quality or state of being true. Yeah, that's true. Alright, so, thanks for joining us for Assassin Sunday. It might be a bit later next week because I have to be in Liverpool for a christening. But
we will be about.
Yeah, we will be about. We will see you next time.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.